What's up, Mr. Christian Guzman?
What's up, Frank?
Man, I got 2 questions for you.
Okay.
Well, 3 actually. How many competitions have you done?
3.
3 of them, okay. What's your favorite thing about competing?
I love show day. Getting tanned up, getting on stage, the adrenaline rush is something you can't really do nothing else can really give you that feeling.
Okay. What's the worst thing about competing in your opinion?
Not giving yourself enough time and having to cram it in. So I've learned that a lot of people say 6 weeks, 8 weeks, even 10-week preps. I say go a little bit more if you can. 12, 14, up to 18 weeks. Just give yourself more time, enough time to live life, I would say, is to have a few days off if you need them throughout your prep so you don't go crazy.
All right, man. Sounds good, dude. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
All right. What's up, Nikki?
Hi.
How many competitions have you done?
4.
What is your favorite thing about competing in general?
I like show day because you get to get glamorous, you get makeup and your hair's done, you're wearing like a sparkly bikini that it's like not socially acceptable to wear anywhere but stage. And it's just fun. I like the feeling of just doing it, getting it done, hard work.
Yeah, it is very fun.
And being glammed up is just fun for a girl, I feel like.
I hear you. Okay, so exact opposite. What is your least favorite thing? What's the worst thing about competing?
Feeling tired all the time, like hating how you feel, but like you like how you look, you always feel tired and like drained, and especially as you get closer to show day, it's just kind of like, it just sucks. And you can't go out. Everyone's like, oh, let's go out, let's party, let's have fun. You can't do anything. You go to your parents' house, you can't eat their food. You can't like, it's just kind of sad the last few weeks, but it's not that bad.
All right. Well, thank you very much, ma'am. Good luck on your next competition.
Thank you.
What's up, Brandon?
How's it going?
Hey, man, how many competitions have you done?
1.
1 competition. Okay. I got 2 questions for you.
Okay.
Why would you tell someone to compete?
It gives you a goal to go after, and it really, the discipline it takes to do that and to get to that goal, it really affects your life in other ways. And so honestly, it can make you a better person in more ways than one.
All right. That sounds pretty legit.
And obviously the health reasons, you know, you will get in shape and stuff, but there's more to it than that. There's a lot more, exactly.
All right, well, let me ask you the other question then. Why would you tell someone not to compete?
You need to prepare yourself for what's going to happen. The diet, the lifestyle change, it can really affect you in a lot more ways negatively than positive. I mean, there's a lot of things in competing that people don't talk about. The eating disorders and this and that, and I've experienced, I used to be the super metabolism guy, and I dieted for 30 weeks and I started binging and this and that. And to be honest, I even won my show and it was a great experience, but would I do it again? Probably not, because it really took a toll on you. And I mean, I really think that you can get your physique yourself and instead of judges, you know? So, yeah, I mean, it's to each their own, but for me, if you want to do it, go for it, but make sure you can handle it because there's a lot more than just getting lean.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the honesty.
Man. For sure, dude.
Why would you tell somebody to compete?
Why would I tell somebody to compete? For accountability, for discipline. It teaches you to know that when there's a deadline that you can meet it. It teaches you that, you know, you may be hungry throughout the competition. You may want to go pig out and eat this and that, but you know you can't because you have a competition, and you may not realize it, but at the end, when it comes down to competing and stuff, that when you come to that final day, you're like, dang, I did go 3 months not eating out. I did go 3 months not partying. I did go 3 months making sacrifices, and then you'll realize, like, wow, my discipline has changed, and knowing that there's a deadline and sticking to your plans.
All right, real quick, why would you tell somebody not to compete?
Why would I tell somebody not to compete? Oh, put me on the spot, Frank.
I need honesty, bro.
Being honest, you're gonna be hungry all the time. Dieting's not for everybody. You know, there will be some mental challenges that you'll go through when you're competing. I feel like everyone hits that phase where it gets really hard. You'll be tired, lack of energy. You know, you're slowly, week by week, depleting yourself from carbs, from food, and all for this one competition to be up on stage for 30 seconds. Is it worth it, really? You have to ask yourself that. You're starving yourself, missing out on all the fun. And there's a chance that you may put in so much work. Everyone's putting in work for the competition, but say, you know, you pushed your body to absolute limits, you pushed your discipline, you tested your discipline, and you get to the competition and no, you didn't get to place because you were on stage for 15 seconds.
So, having said all that, would you do it again?
Yes.
All right, man. Thanks. How many competitions have you done?
One.
One competition? Okay. I got 2 questions for you.
Okay.
Why would you tell someone to compete?
I would tell someone to compete for themselves, definitely. It's a good, it makes you feel accomplished, so working towards something is always good. Working towards your better self. So I would recommend doing a show because it gives you a goal, gives you something to work towards, and teaches you a lot of discipline. Most of it's discipline. Yeah, that's what I tell someone. It's fun too.
Okay. So the opposite question. Why would you tell someone not to compete?
If you're doing it for the wrong reasons, if you're doing it for other people, if you're doing it for sponsorships, or you're doing it to please other people, I would say don't do it. If you have an unhealthy relationship with food or an unhealthy relationship with the gym, I would say not to do it. It's hard going from being that lean and then going into like a bulking or a normal way of living. So really making sure your mind is right before you do it, and really knowing you're doing it for yourself. And if you're doing it for any other reason than yourself, you shouldn't do it.
That's good advice. Thank you, Danae. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
What's up, everybody? I hope you guys enjoyed the quick little interviews or testimonies that I got from some friends of mine that have competed before, and I wanted you guys to see some real genuine opinions on the best and worst things about competing. I asked these people those questions without them knowing what I was going to ask them, so I wanted to get their genuine reaction to the question. The reason I'm making this video is because I know competing has really blown up in the past few years, I guess 3 or 4 years. I mean, it's really becoming a very popular thing to do, especially among the younger demographic. And I'm talking maybe like anywhere from 18 to 23 years old. I feel like a lot of people in that age group are getting interested in doing fitness competitions. And I just feel like I really needed to put a video out there to give you some information that I feel it's very important that you guys should have. I feel it's very important to know these things. Let me give you guys a quick little background on my experience with competitions and training competitors. I've been training competition athletes since 2011, and I've had so many competitors that I've gotten ready for shows, and I've seen what can happen during this process, and that's why I made this video, because I feel like these things need to be said and you guys need to know. If you're thinking about competing, I really want to tell you these things before you commit to doing that, okay? Competing is a great thing, guys. You know, don't be scared of it, but still, it's a very serious thing, and I feel like a lot of people take it lightly. They think, oh, you know, I'll do a competition just because my friend did one, and I can do it too. I wish it was that simple, but it's not. It comes with a lot of. It's not that simple. Okay. First thing about competing, guys, I want you to understand what you're getting into, and when I say that because it's more than just eating right and working out. It's not that. You know, that's probably the first thing people think. If I'm going to compete, man, I'm going to have to work out like crazy and I'm going to have to just diet. Okay, yeah, but think about that. Think about what you're saying. The working out part, first of all, that's the easy part. Working out is easy. You know, you just show up to the gym, you bust your ass for an hour, hour and a half, 45 minutes, whatever, and you get out. That's done. Once you leave the gym, it's over. You check that box. The hard part is the diet. And when I say that because it completely takes over your life. And I don't care, and there's plenty of diets out there. Some people do it the old school way where they're eating egg whites and chicken and broccoli and the same shit every day. And there's other people that count macros. I hope you guys are counting macros, but that's another way to do it. But either way you go, when you follow a diet, any kind of nutrition plan to the T, it's going to affect all areas of your life. Every decision that you make throughout your day revolves around, can I eat? Am I going to have time to eat? Am I going to be able to measure my food? Am I going to be able to fit that in my macros? Or can I take my food with me? And it starts to affect all areas of your life. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. You know, usually people that aren't competing and are just kind of eating what they feel like, they eat for convenience. They don't plan out their meals. Competitors, you have to plan out what you're going to eat the entire day, pretty much, the entire week. And if you're going to if you have plans on the weekends with friends and stuff, you have to think, damn, am I going to be able to eat that? Can I eat there? Do I have to bring my own food? Should I eat before I go? Do I have to wait till after I leave to eat? Damn, I'll be really hungry. You understand how that can just pile up? So it really takes over your life. And I feel like everybody needs to know that it's more than just working out and eating right. It's going to take over your whole life. So that's the first thing I want you guys to know. Second thing I want to go over is the pressure that it brings mentally, the stress that it can, it's so taxing on you mentally. Let me give you an example, and I'm talking mostly to women out there, to the girls out there, because girls are really hard on themselves and how they look and how they want to look. Okay, so if you tell yourself, oh, I want to lose 15 pounds because I'm going on a beach vacation in a few months, you know, you already feel that pressure, like, damn, I gotta look good in that bikini, I gotta look good on the beach. Okay, now imagine that times 10. That's the pressure that you feel when you say, I'm going on stage in 15 weeks. As soon as you say those words, you automatically, right there when you say that sentence, you feel pressure. And you start to look in the mirror, and as soon as you look in the mirror, you're like, shit, I'm already behind. I'm already behind. There's people out there that look better than me. I don't look nothing like that girl I saw over there that did the competition. And you start comparing yourself to finished products when you're just starting. And so it just, you know, you enter into a panic mode. You start to panic mentally, and you're panicking week 1. So imagine being in panic mode for 15 weeks. Imagine the amount of stress that can bring, because that's what happens. And I see it all the time. I have so many bikini models that I train, and they get so worried they're not going to be ready in time. They feel like, damn, I don't look nothing like that picture that I saw that I'm supposed to look like or that I want to look like. Well, those people are finished products. You're just starting your program. You're right in the middle of it. It doesn't happen that way. Nothing happens fast, guys. You got to be patient. So I want to warn you to be patient. Trust the process. I know you've heard that a million times, but that's the truest thing out there. Trust the process and know that nothing happens fast. Nothing good happens fast in fitness, okay? Everything that's good takes time, okay? So it's going to take time, but still, nonetheless, that pressure comes with competing. You got to know, you got to be ready to handle that kind of mental pressure if you want to do this, okay? So I should probably save this point for last, because this is the one that I really feel like I have to, I mean, it makes me mad. I'm already getting kind of mad thinking about it. The day of the show. The day of the show should be a celebration. It's a celebration of your hard work. You've been training for whatever, 4 or 5 months, 3 months, whatever. You've been busting your ass in the gym. You followed your diet to the T. You felt all this enormous amount of pressure on you mentally to look a certain way. It's taken over your life, like I talked about earlier. You went through all of this, and you finally arrived. The day of the show is here. That day, if you've done everything you're supposed to do on your program, you followed your nutrition, everything, you should walk on that stage with your head held high and be like, yo, check this out. This is what I got. I want to show everybody what I've worked for. Check me out. And not give a damn what the judges think about you. Like, yo, I don't care if you like it or not. You're gonna look, because this is what I've worked for. That's the attitude you should have. It's a celebration. You're celebrating your hard work. You're showing it off to your peers, and you should be proud of yourself that you made it that far, because not a lot of people can make it that far. A lot of people quit in the middle of their prep. A lot of people, most people do actually. And the reason I'm saying this, guys, is because what place you get in a competition doesn't mean anything. If you get 3rd place, if you get 10th place, that don't mean shit. It doesn't mean nothing. Don't let what place you got validate your journey as a success or a failure. What place you got means nothing. What means something is what you've accomplished. The body that you sculpted over the last 4 or 5 months. That's your trophy. I see that so many times. I see these girls who transform their bodies, and everybody's so proud of them, and they've inspired other people to want to compete and stick to a diet, and they're like, oh my God, you're my inspiration, you're my hero, I want to be like you. And they feel so good about themselves on the day of the show, but then they get like 5th place or 7th place out of 10, and they're like, shit, I failed. Hell no, you didn't fail. You got on stage and you rocked it. You made it that far. You know, so don't let some random group of judges ruin your experience. You know, who gives a shit? If you made it that far, what place you got means nothing. A competition should be viewed the same way a marathon is viewed. Okay, if somebody comes up to you and they say, I ran a marathon, you don't ask them, what place did you get? You don't ask them that. You just congratulate them just for finishing, for doing it. And that's how competition should be viewed. You know, and you people that are chasing first place, I mean, God bless you, good luck to you, but damn, you're chasing the wrong thing. You should be chasing your dream body. That's what you should be chasing. And you know I've said this before, guys, so I really believe in that. And I'm sorry I'm getting heated because, you know, I feel so passionately about this. I see so many people that walk away from competitions disappointed and upset because they didn't get the place that they thought they deserved. That's crazy. Don't think of it that way. Have the right mindset on the day of the show. Okay, guys? All right, let me calm down. Get to my next point. The methods that you choose to get ready for a competition. Make sure that you choose your methods wisely. Make sure that you pick a very good coach. And the way you have to do that, the way you go about choosing your method, however you're going to get ready for that competition, ask yourself, I'm about to do this to get on stage. Am I going to be able to continue doing that after I get off the stage? If you don't say yes to that, if you say, I can only do it for the show, but after the show, I'm going to have to go back to doing something else, then you probably shouldn't use that method, because you're going to wind up losing the results that you got. Because if you want to maintain the body that you have to maintain the lifestyle that you were living to get that body. If you're going to eat chicken and broccoli every day and the same damn thing every day to get ready for a show, and then after the show's over, you're going to go back to eating fast food, you're going to just blow up. And you're gonna get into this crazy cycle, and it's gonna be bad. And I've seen it happen. So that's why I always preach count macros, because it's flexible dieting. You can choose the foods that you want to eat throughout the day, and you can continue counting macros after. Now, of course, you'll be able to eat a little bit more food. I mean, you'll start upping your intake. Hopefully, if you have a good coach that does that for you, you can reverse diet, get to a reasonable amount of calories, and still live a normal life. But this way, you keep the body that you work so hard for. So choose your methods wisely, guys. Do your research. Make sure that whatever you choose to do, that you're going to be able to do it long term. Think big picture. Okay, don't just think of the day of the show and then everything that happens after that doesn't matter, because it does. All right, so choose your methods wisely. Okay, guys, that's pretty much going to sum up this video. I hope that I didn't overwhelm you with all the things that I was saying. I hope I didn't scare you off from competing, because I'm not trying to do that. I just really feel that I want to give you guys this information before you decide to commit to getting on stage and going through a prep. It is, if you do it the right way and you go into it with the correct mindset, it can be an amazing experience. It could change your life. It changed my life, and I've seen it. I've lived it. I've seen it with my clients. It could be a really great thing. I feel it's all about your mindset. It's all about how you go into it mentally. And if you do it the right way, I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the best days of your life when you step on that stage. So good luck to you all. I hope that whoever is thinking about competing, I hope you have a great experience, and it changes your life the way it changed mine. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I want you guys to ask any question, no matter how random or crazy the question might seem. If it's pertaining to a competition, I'll answer it. I've probably heard the question before. Give me some feedback, guys. I hope if I didn't cover something you wanted to hear about, let me know. All right, guys. Thanks for the support. I'm going to stop talking now. I love you all. See you on the next video.